and Lyft drivers say they are making less money these days with the idea of minimum wage for drivers gaining traction around the country. Here in our state, we passed a minimum wage for rideshare workers.
Yeah, but the companies warn that could end up costing riders more while giving drivers less. Reporter Mills Hayes has more on this issue.
Mauricio Castañeda immigrated from El Salvador to Minnesota over 20 years ago.
I got 3 kids, got wife, and rent is, it's expensive. Bills are expensive. Everything is expensive right now.
He's been driving Lyft for 5 years and Uber for 9. Castañeda says rideshare companies are charging riders more and lowering the amount drivers can make per trip. So he's making less money now than he did just a few years ago.
And now I have to work like 18 hours every day, to make at least 250, sometimes not even 200. Insurance is not cheap. Maintenance is not cheap.
He drives in Minneapolis, where the city is considering an ordinance to increase the minimum wage.
Hopefully, the living standard of those drivers who have been struggling to make ends meet will improve.
Lyft told me the plan could double rider fares, leading to fewer rides and a potential drop in drivers' pay.
Uber and Lyft have been very active politically at the local level.
New York City and states Washington and California have all passed laws that would give drivers a minimum wage. Uber, DoorDash, and Grubhub sued New York City over their law, and California's Prop 22 is headed to the state Supreme Court.
Lack of transparency that Uber and Lyft have about wages is basically one of the reasons why it's really frustrating for a lot of drivers who work for them. Workers at the end of the day don't know how much money they're going to earn.
That was Mills Hayes reporting. Another state that's passed a rideshare minimum wage is California, but that law is being contested. An advocate in California says the legislation isn't working there and hopes the Washington model will be used in California and around the country.